Angie says Jason talks the wrong talk.
He talks like this ghetto boy.
And walks a weird walk.
He kind of hunches over and his arms just like swing like an ape.
But her blind date was definitely a step up.
He's gorgeous.
You think that's gorgeous? I can just walk right.
After they sing some steamy karaoke.
I dedicated a song to him. I touched myself.
She said, if you were up there, I would have touched you.
Will Angie let Jason keep rocking the walk?
She never complained to me before.
Yes, I have.
Or have a change of heart?
Welcome to Change of Heart. Let's meet our couple. Now, their story began when he saw a picture of her and dreamed she'd be his pinup. But his pushy play made her run away, and it wasn't until he backed off that she got turned on. So for the past year, his photo fantasy's actually been a reality. Please welcome Jason Powers and Angie DeMarco. Welcome to the show. Now, Angie, is there anything about Jason, though, that would have made you think, wow, I should have kept running?
He lies about everything.
Uh-oh.
That's not true. That's not true, Chris. I mean, she thinks that I lie about everything, but sometimes I can't tell her the whole truth, so she thinks it's lying.
No.
Well, I mean, it's a fine line there, hold back, I guess.
Like the time he told me that he was going to go hang out with some friends of his, or so the guys, and he came back all tanned, and then I found out he was with his cousin's girlfriends, you know? He just lies to me.
No, that's bull. I mean, why does that matter? I mean, I'm with my family. I mean, we're having a good time. We're at the beach. What does that matter?
Well, that's her point. Why can't you just be truthful?
Because
yeah, why do you lie to me like I'm going to get pissed off or something?
Because she does.
I don't understand.
I can't totally be honest with her because she does get pissed off, and then I don't hear the end of it.
Right, and then Jason, if you have friendships with other women and you keep that secret, that's a problem. Why do you want to do that?
I mean, because she's a jealous, crazy woman, Chris.
She gets nuts. Jealous.
This guy is way too close to girls. He doesn't realize how close he is.
I mean, I can't have no girlfriends at all. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Because you end up with each one of your girlfriends.
No, that's not true because it's either if I have a girlfriend or it's her. I have to pick.
Right.
I can't have any girlfriends.
Well, yeah, because your girlfriends like you and they want to be with you.
Is that my fault? Is that my fault?
He's innocent, you see?
I know. It's not my fault. I mean, I'm there. I mean, they're girlfriends, but it comes down to a point where it's either me or them.
Yeah, and you flirt with them. You know, you totally flirt with them.
No, it's not. How do I flirt with them?
You're on the phone with them. I walk in. Oh, Angie's here. I gotta go.
Oh, gotta go now. Makes you look a little bit guilty, Jason.
I
you have to admit that.
Now, that's true.
Angie, obviously these women are finding him rather attractive. What does he do that you find like maybe unattractive?
Just the way he walks. He talks like this ghetto boy, and he walks and talks like it.
He's got a little vanilla ice in him, right?
It's just the way he walks. He kind of just like, because he's really tall, he kind of hunches over and his arms just like swing like an ape sort of thing. And he doesn't see it, but he does.
Oh, at least I don't walk like I'm all that and stuff, huh? Well, think you're like the #1 woman in the whole world?
Well, it's not even that. It's just even the way he just slangs and cuts like chops, never in full sentences, and I tell him he's not in high school anymore. It's not cool anymore. Like,
I mean, that's the way I was raised in the ghetto. I mean, I was born.
5 years ago. You have enough time to change.
It's not that easy. Yeah? It's not that easy. I mean, that's the way I was brought up.
All right, now, but Jason, do you feel like you got to act a certain way around Angie when you're with her?
I feel like I can't be myself all the time. I mean, it's ridiculous because I mean, we'll go out, we'll have a good time, but if I get too loud, stop! You're embarrassing me. You know?
He advertises like our personal life in like public.
What makes too much public?
Yeah, and that's embarrassing to me.
Not even our personal life. Even if I like this, I get carried away. She'll get carried away. Oh, don't touch me like that in public. I don't want to. You know, like she's too good for them to think something.
No, he does not just cuddle. He grabs my butt in public, and there's like little kids.
Trying to get a little booty play.
That is not cuddling.
Yeah.
All right, Angie. What about his true self? What do you really like about him?
I think he's a great guy overall. He's very romantic, and my son adores him. And he's romantic, and he's not afraid to cry, you know?
Right.
I love it.
Very important stuff. And Jason, what about you? You guys have been together for like a year now. That's a long time. What keeps it together?
Just her. I mean, she's so beautiful. It's like we're a part of each other. Not only my girlfriend, but my best friend.
Oh, yeah. Good. Now, Angie, I know we started with you having a problem trusting him, so do you feel like the show is going to test part of that, or?
I just wanted to see if he could be faithful, and like I doubt him a lot, so I just wanted to make sure that, you know, it'll make me trust him more if he was.
All right, well, this is an absolutely good test for that. We're going to find out what happened. Next, though, we're going to find out why Angie was actually complaining about Jason's kisses while complimenting her date on his.
She kept telling me how you know, Jason has these really thin lips and how he can't kiss, and I knew I could do a better job than this guy here.
Stay tuned for the details. Angie and Jason. Now, Angie says that Jason lies so much she can't separate fact from fiction. So we sent her out with a hunk that she can swear by. Give it up for Tony Dutcher. Hey, Tony. Good to see you. You know, Angie? All right, have a seat. Now, Angie, before the date you spoke to Tony, tell us what you found out about him.
Well, he's very down to earth, and he's just a great guy, and plus he's spoken full, whole sentences.
So you were impressed?
Yeah.
And so I would imagine that you guys, since you had a lot in common, he's probably pretty anxious to meet you?
Actually, he was about half an hour late, and he didn't call me. Just an issue I had with Jason, so it's kind of like I felt like I was reliving it with him.
And you're like, oh no. Now, he shows up 30 minutes late, though. Once he finally showed up, were you relieved?
Oh yes, definitely. He's the guy next door type. He's gorgeous, and he stands. I notice he walks straight.
So what are you trying to say? I'm nothing or what? I'm nothing? You think that's gorgeous and what? Am I nothing?
I can just walk right. That's what she's saying.
Hey, Tony, what about Angie? What was your first turn on?
My first turn on by far was her lips. I love big, plump, juicy lips. She has gorgeous lips.
She's got that going on. Now, Tony, here you are showing up a little bit late. What'd you do to make it up for her?
I took her to a nice restaurant right on the beach. We had a perfect table right there on the overlooking the ocean. The sun was setting. You know, really romantic, really nice. It was everything was perfect.
So things were clicking along. And Angie, what about you though? Did you feel as comfortable with him in person as you did with him on the phone earlier?
Actually, no. It was very awkward because we had talked so much on the phone, so we kind of ran out of things to say.
And that never happens with us.
And but I did really miss Jason at that point, and I felt like I missed our comfort level, like because we're so.
Right. So you're a little conflicted there. And Tony, could you tell she was missing Jason?
Not at all. She kept.
You had a whole different perspective.
Oh yeah. Yeah. She kept telling me how, you know, Jason has these really thin lips and how he can't kiss, and you know, and I knew I could do a better job than this guy here.
Right.
You know.
Now, Jason, how about the fact that she's telling him that you can't kiss?
Well, I mean, I don't know why she said that. She never complained to me before, so.
Yes, I have.
Well, Angie, things got off to kind of a little chilly start, though, on your end. Please tell me it heated up a little bit.
Yes, it definitely did.
There you go.
We went karaokeing, and he dedicated a song to me, and he said it's for the pretty girl in the corner, and. He was just so adorable. I mean, he wasn't embarrassed of making himself look goofy in front of me.
Right.
Well, why is he going to be making himself look goofy? He already is goofy.
Now, Angie, you said you liked that. How did you show him your appreciation?
Well, I dedicated a song to him. I touched myself.
Yeah, I know that song. And Tony, where did a song like that go?
Well, I was kind of teasing her. Cause she came back. I'm like, yeah, you know, I was expecting you to touch yourself, you know, when you're up there. But she said, if you were up there, I would have touched you.
Now, Angie, all this talk about touching, did it give Tony some wild ideas?
Yes, definitely. We went to the beach. We walked to the beach because it was like right next door to the karaoke bar, and we started kind of fighting with the water, like splashing water at each other. And all of a sudden his shirt comes off.
Oh, whoops.
And then my sweater came off.
Uh-huh.
But I had a sports bra underneath, so.
Nice. And Angie, what about when he took his shirt off? Did you like what you saw?
Oh, definitely. He's got a very ripped, cut body. I don't like Jason, but.
You never complained about my body.
Well,
She didn't want to hurt your feelings, big guy.
But yes, he has an awesome body.
Mm-hmm. And then did he give you a chance at some point to get close to that body?
He definitely did.
Yeah.
At the beach, after we were like splashing water at each other, he swooped me up in his arms and he carried me into the water. And at a point, he kind of just reached around my waist, and we just kind of went into the water.
Into the water she went, and how does she look all wet?
Hot. Yeah. She looked good.
Oh, I'm surprised you couldn't even pick her up. You're so small.
Anyways, she had the sports bra on that was just looking really good. And then she had her nice little belly button ring that was really sexy. I'm really into belly buttons.
Now, Angie, I understand that after this late night swim, things went from wet to steamy. Tell us what happened then.
We were on our way, ready to leave, and he took off his pants, and he was in his boxers, and they were wet, so they were very tight. So I got to see every curve.
Very revealing. Now, Angie, I'm trying to picture this. Here he is in those wet, tight underwear. You're in your sports bra. What was the conversation? Was that awkward at that point?
Oh, not at all. On the way home, we just talked about our sexual turn-ons.
Right. Yeah.
So, Tony, since you guys were talking about sexual turn-ons, did it make you wonder if Jason does anything to turn her on?
Yes, it did actually, because he had, the whole night she kept complaining how thin his lips were.
And then with the thin lips.
And that he can't kiss very well, and she doesn't like kissing him. So I'm thinking, the guy can't kiss her. What else, what else can he do? With his tongue? What else can he do?
Hey, wouldn't you like to know what I do with my tongue?
Not really, buddy.
Yeah.
Wait, Angie, were you able to find out who was the better kisser?
Actually, yes. Tony was.
Put it there, bud.
Okay.
Hey, you might be a better kisser, but that don't mean nothing.
There we go.
Actually,
well, we're going to find out. Hang
that's
on, guys. Well, Angie got the kiss, but Jason, he scored on his date. We're going to get all the sweaty details next. Stay tuned.
She had this little tiny top like she has on now, and she was just, she was kind of popping out, if you know what I mean.
Wow. Change of heart. Jason complains that Angie robs him of his personality, so we found him a girl who says the only thing she'll steal is his heart. Now, Jason, before we actually introduce your date, I understand you had a specific criteria that you had laid out for us. What was that?
It was a tall blonde with miles of legs.
Miles of legs.
That was into sports.
And sports?
Yeah.
All right, well, let's see if we were able to come through for you. Let's hear it for Jill Bentley. Good to see you. Jason. All right, have a seat. There you go. Now, Jason, I got to ask, I'm looking, did she fit the bill?
Oh, perfect. Perfect. I mean, I couldn't ask for more.
Well, good. Absolutely. Now, Jason, did Jill have any idea, though, that you had like this big sports pack date set up?
No, because she didn't know at all. It was a total surprise to her. It was like, I didn't want to let her know what we're doing at all. So, but as we were driving to the thing where I was taking her, she saw the sign. She was totally excited.
So you sprung it on her?
Yeah.
And what was this thing?
Paintball shooting.
A paintball? Okay.
Have you ever taken me there?
You don't think you could have taken Angie there?
No, she's too worried about getting hurt or messing up her fingernails or getting her hair dirty.
Right.
Wrong girl, because I definitely want to go there.
That's what.
See, now you're getting a different story.
No.
Now, Jill, paintballing, you can go out there and play a little tough game. Did he leave you alone there, or was he there with you?
Well, I was up for anything. And
She was.
he was so cute. He was protecting me and like a bodyguard, making sure I wasn't getting hurt.
Right.
It was wonderful.
Very good move, Jason. Now, it's very active, though. Did you guys get a chance to hang out and talk at all?
I mean, we clicked. We totally clicked. I mean, ever since we talked on the phone.
Everybody.
That's not my fault.
He even clicks with his own cousin, okay? And that's not good. Yeah.
See, that's what I tell you about how jealous she is, because
No,
she's
but
jealous
I
of
don't
my own
sleep-
family.
Your cousin.
You
My
sleep in
family.
the same bed with her.
My
How is that
family.
not? Yeah, exactly.
It's my family.
I have a feeling that's like a whole other show. I'm not sure. But Jason, I understand you guys actually played some other games.
Yeah.
And how was her form while you got a chance to check her out?
She was sweating. She was
Sweating.
sweating. And she had
There's a slang.
she had this little tiny top like she has on now, and she was just she was kind of popping out, if you know what I mean. And I don't think I was the only one that noticed then.
You complain if I dress like her. You say, I don't want you to look slutty. I want you to look classy.
But the purpose, I didn't ask her to dress like that.
No, but then if I do it, you complain. So
Well, I
why
mean-
do you like it when she dresses like that? But if I dress like that, you complain.
Because I can get away with it.
No.
Oh, there you go. Now, Jill, what
Think
about
you
you?
can
Did you
get
get a
away
chance to
with
see
it.
what Jason was working with?
Yeah, actually at the batting cages, I was checking him out because he was sexy. And he kept looking back to see what I was doing and caught me a few times, I guess.
Checking him out. Good. Now, Jason, was Jill the only one checking you out?
No, there was other girls that were there that kind of made it interesting that they were checking me out. But I mean,
He's the man, I'm telling you.
Jill, she was there. It didn't bother her at all because she knew we were there together. We're having a great time. But if it was Angie on the other hand, she would have got crazy.
Right.
You know,
just all jealous.
Just all
It's
jealous.
the
Started
first date.
yelling.
Of course, she's not jealous. She doesn't worry about you going up to them, flirting, and saying stuff to them. Or, I mean, I worry because we've been dating for a year. She doesn't know you.
Well, now, Jill, you guys are being really active here. Any chance to rest at all?
Yeah. Jason had a little surprise for me. He took me to a picnic. He had
Never
everything
done for me.
Yeah. Had everything set up, and I'm a vegetarian, so it's really hard for me, you know, to eat different meals, especially he's not used to that.
Yeah.
So he had everything planned out. He had an ice chest full of, you know, crackers and cheese, anything I could eat. And we laid there and we talked for about 2 hours under a tree.
Very nice. Now, Jill, did you get the impression like this was the kind of date that Jason could never pull off with Angie?
No, he said he never gets to really have any fun.
Well, what kind of fun do you mean, Jason? Flirting with other girls is fun for you?
How was I flirting with other girls?
I
was with
know
her.
about going and fun with you. It's just that you complain that because you think I get jealous. Well,
but
of course.
I can't do the same things I do with her. I mean, you don't want to do that stuff.
I always tell you to take me.
I tell you, and then you always make excuses. Well, I don't want to go there this time.
Never
Wait,
say
let me ask
that.
Jill. Jill, you've been hanging out a little bit. What do you think Angie's problem is?
I don't think she appreciates him. I mean, he is probably one of the most romantic people I've ever gone out with. You know, sincere and
romantic,
sweet.
but
You know, he would do anything for anyone, and she's crazy if she doesn't appreciate him.
Now, Jason, you were with her that through all of this. Could you tell she was having a really great time?
I mean, there wasn't a minute that she never told me that she wasn't having a great time. I mean, the whole date was perfect. I mean, she kept complimenting me.
From end to end, very nice.
Just perfect.
Now, Jill, you had a pretty long date. What about the goodbye? Was that really short and sweet, or?
Absolutely not.
No?
Well, you know, it was getting late, and we were together for 8 hours, I think. And so we sat there, and we were talking, and neither one of us really wanted to go. So we gave each other a long hug, and I just fell into his big arms. Yeah. And then we would talk again, and then we started hugging again, and it just kept going back and forth. But I respect Angie enough. I mean, he has a girlfriend, and he respects her as well. So we called it a night.
You called it a night? All right. Now, Jason, since you have an open invitation to ask her out again, would you do anything differently?
Yeah, I think this time I would be less sports and more romantic.
More romantic.
That's what you do with me. So why do you, if you want the sports girl and you have her there, then why don't you do the romantic
because
thing with me?
she hasn't seen the whole Jason yet.
I see. Well, we'll see if she gets to see any more. Will Jason keep his promise? We're going to find out what he decides next, so stay tuned. Angie says that her relationship with Jason has been full of lies. So, did learning the whole truth about his date change your feelings about the relationship? That's what we're going to find out. Jason, we're going to get your decision first. A year, obviously a long time to devote to somebody, but we sent you out with Jill. Sounded like a dream date combining sports and a lot of romance together. You guys had a great time. What's your decision?
I was able to be myself with Jill, which I loved. I mean, and I've been with Angie for a year, and I mean, hopefully she realizes that the things I could do and the things I don't want to do with her, and I want to stay together.
Yeah. Stay together. Okay, Jill, sorry things didn't work out for you. Angie, we're going to come to you. Jason says he wants to stay together, but, you know, you were out with Tony. You guys had a lot of fun. You guys did karaoke. You did some romping in the surf, actually got all wet, swapped some spit, the whole works. What's your decision, Angie?
Well, with Tony, he was more of a sexual date. It was very, not in that way, just the whole conversation and stuff. And with Jason, it's just more romantic, sweet, just that's what I'm looking for. And I definitely want to stay together.
Stay together. Okay. Tony, sorry things didn't work out for you. Come on, buddy. All right, well, hopefully you got past the lies. You can head for the truth from here on out, and hopefully the future will be a lot brighter. That is our show for today. Thanks to Jill and Tony. Good luck to Jason and Angie, and we'll see you next time on Change of Heart. After our show, Jason and Angie seem so much in love.
We've been together for a long time.
He's very romantic.
We called them back later. Jason said they were still together and things couldn't be better. But Angie had a totally different story. She said they've not been out since the show, she's tired of his games, and she's had a change of heart.